We've been working on the introduction section step by step, starting with thinking about what we know based on each article in the knowledge assignment. Then we learned about how APA style organizes that knowledge to lead to a hypothesis and created an outline using that structure. The next step is to turn the paraphrase statements into paragraphs using that outline, or a revised version. We'll continue the step-by-step approach and start by just writing out the first paragraph. Looking at the structure of the section as a whole helps us think about the content and focus of that paragraph. It isn't where we'll talk about specific findings and relationships. Instead, we'll introduce the variables in general, the conceptual variables, and help the reader understand why we care about those variables. This is a good time to emphasize the content that we include in APA style. The majority of the sentences in this section typically have a citation. The sentences that don't have a citation are either interpreting information from previously cited sentences or connecting ideas. It means that APA style does not use statements of fact that are not supported by a citation. That also means that opinions are not included in APA style introduction sections. The paragraph in this slide is the first paragraph of an article written by undergraduate students and published in the Psych-Hi Journal. It's longer than your first paragraph will be, but it's a good example of the ideas I've mentioned. Notice that each sentence is supported by a citation. The wording with the sentences helps connect the ideas. For example, the second sentence refers back to the concept introduced in the first sentence. The fourth sentence signals that they're adding ideas by referring to other research. It fits with the structure of introducing the idea and why we care. The way the authors emphasize the ideas from the articles and the order they're presented helps the reader understand why it's an important topic, though the authors don't directly state that it is. They do include some specific information about findings, but they're all related to the larger conceptual variables of religion and social identity. They could have also approached it by making more general statements about variables contributing to social identity, with citations to the same articles. Given the number of articles we're working with in class, the specific findings would be a better fit in the second and third paragraphs. I could give you a lot more information about writing the introduction section, but that won't help with the hardest part, getting started. The good news is you've already done that. You have a draft of each sentence and an organization. This might have given you a new idea, and it's okay to reorganize if you'd like, but you might just need to make some relatively small changes in wording to connect ideas and transition from one point to another.